How to put gas in your magazine or clip. For the Glock 2018C, you will not have this sleeve. For the Glock 23F and 26C, you will have a sleeve. In order for you to put gas inside this magazine, you'll have to retract your sleeve all the way in the middle of the body. Press and hold and slide backwards to release the butt cover, and slide forward so that you may release the butt pad or cover. It will now reveal your inlet valve for your gas. The 18C and 23F uses the Glock 17 magazine. The Glock 26C uses the Glock 19 magazine, should you need to replace them. The brand you can actually use is KSC and KWA. All the pistols that you currently own is the private collection of JIC and uses green gas. It's the strongest gas available in the market. To load gas inside your magazine, make sure that you have your green gas can. Align the nozzle to the valve itself and press forward. For the Glock 17, 18C and 23F, count to 10, then release the gas bottle. For the 26C, count to 8 and then release the gas bottle. Okay? Here's an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you notice that there's gas leaking, it means that your magazine is full. You may release your gas can from the magazine itself. To put back the butt plate, all you have to do is, again, press and slide downwards on the catch for the butt plate and slide inwards, and you're all set. To put in BB bullets, you are supplied with a BB tool. Slide the spring guide downwards, all the way down. It should lock itself downwards. To release the spring guide, all you have to do is press the button and it will release the spring guide there, going upwards to compress the BBs. So again, slide downwards, it will lock, and now you will be able to use your loading tool by putting it forward and putting BBs here. All your BBs will drop in this inside this portion. Okay. You would notice that once you load gas inside the magazine, it will be cold. The most efficient way to use the gas inside your magazine is to let it cool to the room temperature or to heat up a bit like to your body temperature. So what you want to do is just press and hold until it heats up to normal room temperature or body temperature. You may use a heater, but you can also shoot it as is when it's cold. But the thing is, it's not going to fire as hard as if it's room temperature or body temperature of 38 degrees. Okay, so the efficient range is about 30 to 38 degrees. That's the efficient gas use. Again, to load your magazine is simply slide in your magazine to the bottom of your pistol and slap forward. You will hear it lock and the magazine is secured. Again, gun safety, your lower three fingers holding the grip, one on the thumb, your firing trigger finger or your index finger always resting on the side of the gun. Okay, never inside here, only when you're ready to fire, then you put your index finger inside the trigger. Okay, now you're ready to shoot. Normally, if you run out of bullets, again, as I've said, the slide will lock itself backwards. In this case, here's an example. Okay. Fortunately, it didn't lock back, but it should lock back. Your metal slide will lock back in this position. So this is your normal. To change from semi to auto, put the slide back, lock it, okay, and then press the switch and switch to auto. Then release the slide. You notice I'm never putting my trigger finger inside where the trigger hole is. So it's always resting there. Then you may release the slide. Now, full auto. So there. That's it for this example. When transporting your airsoft gun, just make sure that you put it in your trunk, in a secure place, away from the prying eyes of anyone who sees your trunk. So you have to put it in a box or any secure baggage or pad. So just make sure you do that. Do not point just like any gun, do not point it to anyone or anything you do not want to destroy. Please do not point it or accidentally shoot your TV, because it will ruin it. Definitely will damage it. Okay. This airsoft gun is a good deterrent for any intruder. Just make sure you hit the head area, including the neck and throat. The gun in this example is a lower gas powered pistol, so it doesn't fire as strong as yours. It's about 3 times, 5 times stronger than this gun. What else? Never point it or put this in the glove box. Once you point this at a person, it will be considered as a real gun by law. The law states that this is not a firearm. However, if you commit a crime or you point this at anyone, it automatically becomes a real gun, except at the game site or when you're at home playing. But if you point at someone you do not know, or you try to taunt it at someone to, how do you say, para sila masindak or anything, it will automatically be construed by law as a real gun. Okay, so just make sure that you know that. Please make sure that your airsoft pistols are kept away from children, or if you want your children to be able to know and properly use it, make sure that you are beside them to give proper instructions and guidance. But as always, make sure you keep and lock this away from any children. Okay? Now, when storing your gun, just make sure that the magazine is always out of the pistol. When it's out of the pistol, make sure there are no BBs. Like so. Oh, that's why it doesn't lock. Okay, let's try that again. So earlier I was saying that it should lock. When you run out of bullets, like in this example, we ran out of bullets. So when there's no bullet, it will lock back like that. So you can see the chamber that it's free of any bullets. Okay, so that's why. The only reason it didn't lock back is that because I did not release the spring guide for the bullets here, the pellets. So again, when storing it, make sure that there are no bullets here, or if there are bullets here, make sure that there's no gas. To release the gas, all you have to do is press on the gas release button here, and it will expel a lot of gas, like in this example. Okay, so there. Just make sure you release the gas, especially if you will not be using the pistol more than a week just release the gas. The reason for it is that the gas itself is very cold, and it actually makes the O-rings, the rubber O-rings and seals of the pistol, um, how they say, brittle. Well, so far, I keep my gas inside my pistol because I use them from at least once a week. Because the gas itself, the one that I have given you, already has a mixture of silicone oil inside. So if you're using that gas, at least release it. If you're not going to use it for 3 weeks, then you just release the gas. If you're going to leave the gas, then there.